of a game Sunday night. Wild formation here as they throw to Everett, who goes to the outside and gets a couple of yards. Greg Rousseau the tackle as they line up to try to throw the Bills off of it.
That was some play by Rousseau there. He really saved that one.
And they stay on the ball. Don't huddle. 2nd and 8. Stick. Everything covered on the first look. So this gives a lot of space for Stick, who goes to Everett, who got hit at the 1-yard line. What a play out of the back by Rasul Douglas. I think he has the first down at the 1, but Rasul Douglas saves the touchdown.
Even Rasul Douglas is laughing about that shot. Comes up. This is some play by Easton Stick, though. Looked forever like he was going to run it, and he drew the guy to him. But look at the shot by Rasul Douglas. Gerald Everett's a big man, and he went straight backwards.
Our offensive lineman in here, Chris Jordan McFadden. First and goal for the Chargers. Stick. Design run. In for the touchdown. Easton Stick.
I don't know, Mike. Is this one of those Christmas miracles we hear about? We're talking about Giff Smith. He's never even been a coordinator. Now he's the head coach. We're talking about Easton Stick, who gets no practice time over the last however long, 4 or 5 years. And here they are, the team that everybody fell in love with this week, the Buffalo Bills, and they're up 10-0, 9-0 already.
Dicker, you were right.
I knew I was. I should have never backed off of it.
I was in Cincinnati. The Steelers winning 34-11. Khalil Shakir back there with Fournette. It's a touchback. Bills down 10-0, take over the 25.
Belichick.
Well, when Giff gets to 300-something wins, we'll do it for him too, right? Third interim coach, Antonio Pierce with the Raiders, Chris Tabor with the Panthers, and now Giff Smith. Run of 5 there to the 30-yard line to get this drive going for Cook.
And so far, his players are playing like he played.
Look at those highlights. Playing for Irk Russell, great college coach. 2nd and 5 here. He's Cook some space at line, creating some holes for a good gain for Cook out to the 40-yard line. A gain of 10.
And this is really what we saw from James Cook a week ago. The patience, but then once he gets into the hole and gets a little space, you see the explosiveness. And it's no surprise to me at all that the Buffalo Bills go, okay, we're down 10-0. Let's get back to what we did a week ago, right? Let's settle ourselves down here a little bit, start pounding the football at these guys.
Yeah, good call. They throw at David Edwards, the other lineman. Dawkins is pulling here, trying to lead the way for Cook, and gain 3 yards. It was so impressive and almost shocking the way they just physically dominated Dallas up front.
Well, and we know Dallas has some injuries up front. We know Dallas struggles a little bit. They like to play smaller guys at that linebacker position to help in coverage. But basically what it did was it took the great Dallas pass rush out of the game, and they just kept pounding it at them all night long.
Hey, Gold Mormon, move out.
2nd and 7 for Allen. Scanning and escaping. Flag down as Josh slides down at the 49-yard line. Flag thrown at the escape hatch there as the linemen were hanging on for dear life.
Holding offense, number 60. 10-yard penalty, replay, 2nd down.
That's Mitch Morse, started his career with the Chiefs, made the Pro Bowl last year, his 5th year now with the Bills.
Morse has been the anchor for this offensive line that's been together basically this entire season. They have barely missed any plays at all. There's a little grab of the jersey, and that's what they saw. Big, big opportunity, though, for this Charger defense now after that foul.
Biggs in motion, 2nd and 17. There's the throw. It's complete to the 40-yard line. Utilizing the tight ends here. Now there are a couple with Dawson Knox back in the lineup, and Dalton Kincaid is such a great addition to this team.
I tell you what, Mike, this is a different defense than what they have been typically playing. They're taking a page out of the Buffalo Bills defensive book. They're playing soft, they're playing too deep, they're not giving up the big plays. This defense has given up more big plays in passing games than anybody over the last couple of years. And now they're saying, let's keep it in front of us, and here's their third down opportunity.
And Khalil Mack time gets double attention. And after the chip, the pass to Kincaid is incomplete. And the Bills will have to kick it away.
Take care of first things first. You have to take care of Khalil Mack. 15 sacks on the season. They have two guys out there. Kincaid's going to release late. But that's the second time now that Josh Allen had a free runner and probably the first down, and they don't connect.
It's 3 drives, 1 first down, and punting from right around here. First 2 punts in line of scrimmage was the 41. Now it's the 40. And it's Martin again. Put the right blinker on, out of bounds at the 4. About as good as you can do. Mark it at the 3, 57 yards, all net. And Sam Martin moved through the start of 2024 with the changes made, but good impact with the interim coach, Gift Smith, so far leading 10-0. Austin Eckler with the carry takes it out just shy of the 8. Pickup of about 4 yards. Dean Spanos is the chairman and owner of the Chargers. He and son John. John's the president of football operations. They are the ones who will be charged with the what's next for this Chargers franchise that has a lot of good pieces to build around. JoJo Wooden is taking over as the interim general manager, replacing Tom Telesco. He's been around here for a long time, quarter century in the NFL, played his football at Syracuse, with the Jets, now with the Chargers, and a chance for him to take the GM spot for now. His pass for Everett is incomplete. Taron Johnson there in the coverage, and it's third down coming up.
Big play right here. That was a missed opportunity to pick up that first down, but what we've seen so far is that Easton Stick has been very much under control, Mike, and no pressure. I don't think he's been touched in this game. Remember now, in the 2 games, he fumbled 4 times and lost 3 of them. And so far, the Bills can't test him.
That was the major flaw in the game against the Raiders.
No doubt.
Back-to-back turnovers in the midst of the avalanche. Third down, they're going to throw. It's caught by Palmer. Too many bodies to get through. And Terrell Bernard back on the field. The beginning of the drive makes the stop there. And a 3-and-out after the great punch for Buffalo.
Yeah, the only thing you want to be careful of if you're the LA Chargers is 10 points is not enough. It's not even close to enough against this Buffalo Bills team, who I still think, you know, they lived a little bit on that celebration last week. They had a short week. They had to fly across the country. The Buffalo Bills offense at some point is going to wake up, and they're going to wake up with an explosion.
You telling Buffalo everything's okay right now?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
No, I'm not.
Got with the hang time. The kick is 48. Make it 49. Here's Hardy. Fumbled last time. Gets to the edge. Well covered all the way to the sideline. Chargers special teams pretty good. There are just hold on to your hat moments with him at quarterback.
I don't think they're trading.
I think no way. Not for a second. A gift they are keeping. Scrambling here. Nice move downfield. Gabe Davis got it. Davis in for the touchdown.
Boom.
So nice.
There's the explosion right there. You're just going to get a takeoff route on the outside out here as the scramble drill starts. And Josh Allen, who can throw it a mile even with that bad shoulder. Gabe Davis has been that big playmaker. And you have to remember, we talked about it. 3 of the last 4 games, he didn't have a catch. And it just happens so fast with this offense. I've seen this movie too many times before.
Always comes through in the big moments, doesn't he? Gabe Davis. Tyler Bass. Extra point. Knocks that through. Are we in Inglewood or are we in Orchard the holidays? Like right now, just stay with us for a couple hours.
Hang with that guy a little.
Grinch, exactly. You were right, Chris. Just give these Bills a little bit of space, and there they go. Big touchdown there. And this one muffed by Davis, who falls on it. And it's a long field again for the Chargers.
And I have a feeling that may change soon, too.
There's a little pressure right away as they run it with Eckler inside. Austin Eckler takes it around the 13-yard line. Gain of about 5 yards.
Yeah, and the more that they move Easton Stick around, I think the better off they're going to be. And there's the two guys on the outside that have made so many plays for this Buffalo Bills offense. And they have an honest conversation going at all times. Dave's one of the few guys that can actually get away with it with this.
Chargers kept this at the line of scrimmage, not huddling. 2nd and 5. And Stick will run. Eckler with a bit of a block on Rasul Douglas. And Stick gets 2 out to the 15. Should note that Will Greer, who was acquired from the Cowboys, is now the backup quarterback. He was with the Cowboys, I should say, a few years ago. He was picked up off the practice squad of New England on Tuesday. There, Greer is the number 2 behind Stick. Max Duggan, the rookie from TCU, is the emergency 3rd quarterback for the Chargers tonight.
Man, would they like to have Keenan Allen right now. Austin Eckler may be the next best. Here we go, a little Wildcat action.
3rd and 3. He fakes the pitch to Stick, gets the block on the edge, and gets the first down to the 23-yard line. So Slater was pulling the tackle out there as Kellen Moore dips into the playbook a little bit.
Well, and that's what happens when you have a team that has nothing to lose, got a little embarrassed, got a lot embarrassed a week ago. You're willing to experiment. You're willing to try, and that makes them even more dangerous.
Eckler out the inside run to the 30, and on bodies he rolls over. That should be right around the first down as they mark it at the 32-yard line. They're going to move the chains here as Eckler gains 10.
And the Chargers are running better, and I want to give them credit because that has not been their strength. But I do want to say one other thing, that Jordan Phillips and Daquan Jones, their 2 best inside, are not there on this defensive line. So there's some opportunities to attack the Bills now in a way that maybe you wouldn't have a week ago.
Phillips got hurt in the Dallas game, wrist surgery. He's on injured reserve. Daquan Jones has been there since week 5 with a pec injury, but is starting to practice. Stick, shot downfield for Johnston. Jostled out of his break. It's incomplete, and here's Melissa.
Mike, Austin Eckler, one of the longest tenured Chargers. He's in the final year of his contract. He isn't sure what the future holds. He told me the most important factor for him is knowing how a team plans to use him in the offense. I asked about his usage this season. He said it's tough. We started out with a plan. It didn't work. We couldn't adjust. Then he said, for me, it's more than just the scheme. It's also about the culture and the mentality of a team.
There's the brain trust, Melissa, that's going to have to make the decisions going forward, whether JoJo Wooden's here or not. Front office evaluating everyone here. Quick pitch to Joshua Kelly, and he's wrapped up by Tyrell Dodson. Inside linebacker in his 4th year out of Texas A&M. Getting the Bills fans riled up.
You know, this Tyrell Dodson has really turned into something. We've got him graded as the best player on this defense. Now, I know I'm going to get a lot of arguments with that, but really since he came in, Bernard had sort of been the leader of the defense at middle linebacker. They went to Dorian Williams, but when Dodson came in is really one of the takeoff moments for this Bills defense.
He and Bernard, the linebacker combo. Bernard blitzing. So is Taron Johnson. Stick got away. There's a flag as he escapes. Stick runs for the first down. He's 1.5 yards shy. Stuck there by Taylor Rapp. Used to be a Ram and play his home games here. But this one looks like it is coming back. That's marked at the 41. It's 1 full yard shy of the first down. It would set up 4th and 1. If they decline the penalty, you just back them up here.
Holding offense, number 7, 10-yard penalty, replay, 3rd down.
And it's one of the problems, Mike, when you deliver pressure defensively, because eventually somebody holds. I mean, you've been around. It's the reason people talk about 14-play drives don't work consistently in this league. Eventually, somebody's going to hold. You're going to have some negative play, and defenses, especially the Buffalo Bills, they play to that. They do not give up big plays.
Penalty on Everett, 3rd and 22. Trying to get it to Everett. He's got it, but not going to go anywhere. Stays down there, closed down by Christian Benford. So Chargers got out of the backed up spot when Darius Davis muffed the kickoff. But don't do much else, and the Bills will get it back. 5 minutes till halftime.
Big turn, and really it's been 2 punts that backed them up that has turned the tide.
It's a great point. Don't lose the Sam Martin punt that backed up the Chargers inside the 5. They kind of changed the momentum. Chargers 3 and out. Bills a 1-play touchdown. Now J.K. Scott's kick. 54 yards. The 26. Hardy turns it upfield. And they'll take it across the 36 to the 37. Ogbong Bamiga, the D. Joe Brady, the interim offensive coordinator. What else they have in common? Same alma mater. William and Mary. There's Sean as a DB. Joe Brady a few years later, 15 years later, as a receiver. And it's where the coaching careers get going as part of the path. Sean McDermott as a grad assistant and Brady as a position coach. And college football and Brady really connect with his success at LSU with Joe Burrow in that championship season. This is Dawson Knox for about 9 yards. We'll mark him down 1 shy at the 46. Buffalo Bills, Chris. That's a good point. That's right. The Bills played New England and then at Miami week 18. That's why that path to the division is there. Cook across midfield to the 48-yard line.
And for this Chargers defense, I mean, we talked about some of the big plays, but this team since 2021 under Brandon Staley gave up 223 plays of 20 or more yards. That's the most in the NFL. Same thing with touchdowns of 20 plus. They were second most in that category. They just gave up a big play. So they just have to regroup here. And they were playing so well at sort of being protected on the back end, and they got burned by a Josh Allen scramble.
Here's Cook trying to get hot. Back to the numbers from last week. Gain of 4 there. And Melissa has more on the running back.
Like James Cook, very first carry in the NFL.
Takes some time, right? We were all here that kickoff game against the Rams. Can you understand? The head coach can put you on the bench when that happens as a rookie. Davis the catch. Gabe Davis catch and run to the 25-yard line. Gain of 20. It's one of those Gabe Davis nights as he got past Asante Samuel.
And he has a little Deebo Samuel in him, doesn't he? Just a big, strong guy. And once he makes the catch, these defensive backs aren't that big. They aren't as big as he is. And he can really make them pay down the field. And I don't know, maybe Gabe Davis is just one of those kind of guys. He's either going to catch 100 yards worth or they're not going to throw it to him at all. But so far, it's been much more about Gabe Davis than.
In the studio, we had our congratulations to Maria Taylor as she's had a great run. Now waiting for the birth of her child. So Maria, we wish you all the best. Our entire Sunday Night Football team as you're watching back home tonight. Cook on the run to the 16-yard line. Pickup of about 8 for James Cook. And the yards are coming on the ground here. A little physicality in this second quarter.
And the other thing that we really haven't seen yet is we haven't seen that guy yet. Stephon Diggs, he's on the sideline. Not sure if there's anything wrong or if they're just putting together a little different sequence here. But you're definitely now seeing Sean McDermott, I'm thinking, called upstairs and said, enough. Let's pound the football a little bit.
It's another snap, Chris, with David Edwards, the extra offensive lineman in. This is Leonard Fournette with the carry, and Fournette to the 10-yard line for the first down. So Fournette has been on the practice squad since Halloween, getting to play a couple days before Christmas.
And we remember some of the conversations that we had with Tom Brady about Leonard Fournette in Tampa. He loved that guy. Not only the pass protection, a good runner, and a good receiver coming out of the backfield as well. Has good hands. So somebody that I could see having a bigger and bigger role as this season rolls along.
There you go. Another heavy set. 6 offensive linemen. Running again, Fournette left side. Fournette pounding forward to the 3-yard line. You saw him back on the opening kickoff and all the kickoff returns so far here. As with 41 seconds, a timeout is taken. Buffalo taking its first timeout. You know, Fournette's only 28 years old.
I know.
It feels like he's been around forever because of his terrific college career. But there's tread on that tire. And he went to the special teams coordinator about 3 weeks ago and said, I'll return kicks if you want me to. And that's why he was back on that opening kickoff.
He did, and he stuck his hands out and took a knee. And I was thinking, how many guys running down on this kickoff are thinking, good?
Right, exactly.
That's a big man coming back out of there. But it gives them a little optionality now out of the backfield. And I would imagine, boys, that I think we all saw on social media this week, it was incredible.
Tyler Bass, 14-10. So Buffalo, after being stymied first 3 drives, just 1 first down the field. Back-to-back touchdown drives to take the lead by 4.
And I think Sean McDermott is breathing again. I mean, that was really, and sometimes that's what it is. It takes, you know, you always hear him talking about all 3 phases. It really was the 2 punts that backed him up,